So, Son of Zorn, how excited are you?
I'm so excited. I'm really happy that people are finally going to see it because we've been talking about it for a long time, and it's a hard show to explain. So now that it's actually airing on Fox, it's very exciting.
Speaking of a hard show to explain, what kind of questions do you get asked? Like when it stands out, like
Well, a lot of people wouldn't know what it's like shooting with an animated character. But I think that's been the number one question, and it's a fair question because it's weird. It's a really weird way to shoot. Because, you rehearse. We have a guy who stands in for Zorn, who's 6'7", very funny actor, and he rehearses with us, and then he leaves, and then you're just talking to nobody.
should we expect the show to touch upon a lot of pop culture, nostalgia?
I don't know how much it relies on pop culture, really. But definitely, I would say more observations of family life and what's ridiculous about it and what's funny and sometimes what's sweet about it, Because I think a lot of people can understand having a hard time connecting with your son or daughter or your ex's new boyfriend or girlfriend. It's in real life, sometimes it's not that funny. But when you're watching Zorn want to kill Tim Meadows, it's hilarious. There's something really funny about it.
It is definitely. I guess we could talk about this. He's your ex-husband, right?
Yeah, Zorn is my ex-husband. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I see where we're headed.
So if we could play a real person, not animated, who would
Zorn be?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I cannot even imagine the answer to that question. I mean, the problem is he kind of looks like The Rock in that muscular way, but really funny like Jason Sudeikis. So, not that Jason's not muscular. I'm just saying. So I think it would have to be maybe a combination of those two people.
Definitely not my hair, but
well, that's what hair and makeup's for. They've got ways.
I would be interested to see an animation character of yourself. Any possibility of the real life action people to become animated in the show?
Well, you have to watch because I can't really tell you too much. I can't tell you too much, but there is the country of Zephyria that you'll see bits and pieces of, which is really fun to see. And then there are other animated characters that come on that are friends or enemies of Zorn. So yeah, you have to watch it all unfold.
And you're on Fox, and Fox is so rich with the animation. So many classic and legendary characters have sprung out of that network. If there were to be a crossover, if you could choose one, which would be the crossover of choice?
Oh my gosh.
Vice versa, you could be on their show as well.
Oh well, thank you. Let's see. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, it would be fun to be on The Simpsons because it's been around for so long. It'd be fun to just, I don't know what. Would I be a real person on The Simpsons? Oh, that's interesting. Well, that would not work in their world.
That sounds like a great idea.
But how tall are they? I imagine they're all so small.
They're just pudgy like me.
That's a weird one. And then, of course, Bart, it would be fun for him to come on and stand next to Zorn. Things are getting really weird. I don't know. My head is about to explode thinking about it.
So you talked a little bit about how The Simpsons been around for a long time. Is that something in the back of your mind for this show, like 10th season, 15th season?
Oh, yeah. I was thinking 26.
That'd be great.
It'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully, Son of Zorn will find its audience and there'll be, true fans that want to see what happens. And it's interesting doing Son of Zorn because there's this animated element. So you have these fans that they're like from another world that are just like, tell me about Zephyria. Like, well, it's not real. But they're like, no, but it is. I'm like, but you're right. It is. In a lot of people's minds, it is. So there is a lot to know about Zephyria and Zorn and what magical things he can do. And so there's a lot. There's a lot to learn on that show.
I saw the pilot. It's amazing. Thank you very much for
Thank
the interview.
You.